The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is a little undercooked. Quarter of an hour played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Eto'o. And here's Dembele. And here's Eto'o. Change of plan here, perhaps. And this is Hazard. Hazard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's having a pop! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rosario with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Throw in. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Brazil are down to 10 men. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Pepe spots it and intercepts.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So No wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Brazil are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So the action resumes. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And this is Eto'o. Pirlo does well to get it back. Dembele. Mbappe. Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's got away. Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how...
And a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Cruyff.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nedved. Filippo Inzaghi. And this is Inzaghi. And he's lost it. It's Inzaghi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And the shot! He's got a goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Rosario may be down, but not out just yet. Nicely aimed pass. Marcelo. Some good work on the right flank here. Tries to play it through. And this is Eto'o. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Rosario really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pele. It's a promising position. Great defending, strong and determined. Filippo Inzaghi always looking for that half a chance. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o. Pirlo. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, this is a canny finish! And there's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they...
And that will be it. Brazil proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him.
And Hullet!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That is good alertness. Hazard tries one from range. And it's Rijkaard. Hazard. Well, that has not gone well. Messi. To Hazard. Xavi. Oh, this is a great position. Hullet! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Out towards the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Strong running down that left flank. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bonucci. Brazil do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 30 minutes gone. Hazard. Timber. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's Hazard! It's a loose ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. That's a pretty loose pass. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi. And it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Thuram. And he's only too happy to take that back. Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away.
There's the shot! Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Timber. Always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And this is Hullet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
That's put paid to the danger.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has a look up. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Brazil are back in business. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have movement on both benches. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Ronaldo. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Deftly away. And that was nowhere near his best.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's burst! Shot, surely! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. Well, how's... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Eto! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Pirlo goes short. Goes for a shot! This their second corner of the game. Pirlo plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Dembele. And this is Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to pass it through. It's Totti! Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. Brazil really could have done without this. So this to break the deadlock. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Skims one in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hazard. Now it's Eto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Totti! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Nedved picks it up out wide. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Brazil
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And here's Totti. Totti finds himself offside. It's Asa! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi powering forward here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And for a moment, time stood still. Now it's Dembele. He's found a way through. He's free, he has got space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. Marcelo. Now it's Eto. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played right into his path. And he's lost his chance for a shot! Goal, Brazil! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Brazil really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Brazil have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, he's burst through! Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Dembele. Oh, now he can run away with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Romario. Messi. Just about up to the hour now. Roberto Carlos. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Tottenham really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil have their third corner. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Ferdinand certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's managed to get rid. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Schneider. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, important interception. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's worked it through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This shapes to shoot!
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done.
Tottenham really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Romario. Stood up well to him there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hernus ploughing. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
That was travelling. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard looking for the run. Maldini cuts it out. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Eto'o. Chance! Goal! Brazil! And we have liftoff!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And a header! Oh, off the bar! And a neat finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Italy restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And this is Eto'o. And it's Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well played. Taken back almost at once. O'Reilly. Now it's Eto'o. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe! And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Zakaria. Gerrard. Now it's Eto'o. Lovely feet. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it has been tight. It's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time, the score is 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's a threatening ball. He's come in hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Eto'o. And here's Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Getting up there! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So we have movement on both benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Pirlo. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Ah, such a clever touch. Ronaldinho. There he goes, motoring forward. Quality ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Hazard, looking to be a menace in the final third.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Ronaldo. He might be in here! Hazard, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Cristiano Ronaldo made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Oh, terrible pass. Zakaria. And it's Van Dijk. Cafu, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Ronaldinho. Pirlo. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Brazil could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic.
Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Maldini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Thuram wins the duel this time. Cruyff, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly defeated. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and will be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
And in the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ronaldinho. Marcelo. Over to the other side. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration...
Can he finish? Oh, what? Has another go! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Nedved? Nedved with the delivery.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. This looks promising. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, just not quite.
Cristiano Ronaldo just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Desai pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Brazil are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ronaldinho, passing nice and neat. Neymar, a probing pass. That is good alertness. And the referee has blown for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Casemiro is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, they can break here. And here's Dembele. Tries to pass it through, and he is deftly away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And it's skewed away. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Almost an hour gone. Knocks it into space. Cruyff. And this is Nedved. Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking tidy in possession here. And claimed it back swiftly. That pass has been well intercepted. Nedved. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gerrard. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Maldini. Neymar has it out wide and in space. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Great vision. Marcelo has it in a wide position. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rooney plays it short. Marcelo. And now they can spring out of defence. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Cruyff. Eto'o.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Inzaghi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. And that will be it. Brazil perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach. Mbappe! There it is! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's Asa! Off the post! Hazard. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raul. And it's Dembele. Hazard. Dembele. Brazil have a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Pirlo is behind this one. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Pirlo!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hazard. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, good climb. It's in. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Ferdinand. Now it's Dembele. Pinches it off him. Madrid are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
And this is Dembele. Dembele, foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So the perfect chance to get one back. Lacking in accuracy. Well, that has not gone well. Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Raul. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is a little undercooked. Pirlo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for options for movement. And it's half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford...
Hazard!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's rising! And no mistake! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Brazil cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Dembele going forward. Rooney. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss does...
Chance! It's bounced back off the post.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Cruyff wins the duel this time. Cruyff, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rooney, so much time and space. Real chance! And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut.
Shoots! So can they do it again? Park Ji-sung getting this one clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gerrard. And that pass just didn't quite work. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Can he finish? It's a loose ball. And it's Azar. Steaming on goalwards. Gerrard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Eto'o is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Park Ji-sung! Cruyff. Ronaldo, who does have an assist to his name. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Koku.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Can he latch on to this? Now it's Park Ji-sung. And the through ball. Wow, that's a fine save. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as...
Olise! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Marcelo tries to clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Knocks it into space. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Olise. No, he's not getting any further than that. Now it's Eto'o. Nicely aimed pass. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's got away. Dembele. That is good strength. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Nedved goes short. Driven in. Ferdinand clears it away. Played back. And it's Ferdinand. Aimed at the far side. And he's got his range wrong there. Now it's Haaland. Now he's got space here. Can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that. This their second corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Vitinha, who is really short on confidence. Nedved. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception. And here's Eto'o. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard carries the ball down the right. And here's Haaland. And Marcelo. Looking to play him in. Oh, played right into his path. Royce.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. Steaming on goalwards. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Nedved. And here's Dembele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been slipped through. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Spain have their third corner. Impressive jump! He's got a goal! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was... Great chance! Perilously close. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And they're quick to get it back. He is starved of space and time. He'll try from distance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Brazil have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Luis Suarez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Luis Suarez, looking for options for movement.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cristiano Ronaldo, space for him to turn and look. Elects to cross. Defending of the desperate variety.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Royce. Good. And Royce! Royce! Smoothness itself! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Spain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the...
Cruyff! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Brazil have their second corner now. And that's it. Brazil perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.